All right, so finishing back off on the dragon, um, I kind of want to just talk about this dragon and this turtle. Shit just been on my mind. In the beast that's in the Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of America, which one you want to call it, that I feel like is still alive. Now, I don't know where to start, right? But I think, I don't know, I'm just obsessed just thinking about if they can get like a submarine, right? Cause what is the South Sandwich Islands that is supposed to be the dragon nostrils. If we can get a submarine deep enough around that area to go from his nostrils to the mouth area where we could see that split, y'all, I don't think we realize just how powerful that telescope is, or whatever the hell they're using, from the satellite to that shit is supposed to be thousands of miles in the sky, right? And from all that distance, it can pick up the goddamn thing mouth, y'all. When you go to Google Earth and you look at the South Sandwich Islands, when you're looking at the dragon, when you're looking at the nostrils, you can see the line through the ocean. As dark as that deep blue is, you gotta understand that's a massive, massive fucking dragon. That's a massive dragon, man. I mean, a huge dragon. I don't think we understand how big that damn thing is. And so, for it to be that deep is what I'm saying. Just by its size alone, to only have his nostrils out of the water as big as he fucking is, I'm thinking maybe his mouth is like miles deep, you know, miles. Underwater, miles for miles. Um, and so it would be nice if we can get a submarine, a team of submariners or whatever. If a live crew want to go, if they want to go, um, with their friends and shit, snack up, grab a bunch of snacks, food, and all that, couple months worth, and head down to Antarctica, well, to the Sandwich Islands, just to investigate and take real photos, updated photos, 2025 photos and videos from the submarine of that area that looked like a god dang on dragon in the bottom of the sea. I caught myself from cursing, by the way. I'm trying. And so if we can, what I'm saying is that video that we captured, not that we captured, that we can capture, videos that we can capture from 2025, updated photos, updated videos, get drones, fly over the Sandwich Islands, fly in the motherfuckers, because they say they're active volcanoes. So when it's open smoke coming out, that means something is breathing. It's inhaling and exhaling. It's breathing. Hell, it would be nice if we can get a team on top of one of them. But if they active, that nobody wouldn't be able to stand on the turf, because it's active, it's open. You just fall in the shit. You know what I'm saying? Which wouldn't be a good idea. But the reason why I was going to say, if we can get on top, cut some of the shit off or something, see if it bleed or something. You know what I'm saying? See if it makes a sound or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But so I was thinking, in the turtle that we live on, we can do some more exploring to see if we can drive under the turtle's head and see what's down there, what it looked like. Hell, and see if we can drive under the whole entire turtle. Because inside this fish tank, it made me think. Okay, so if we can go under Florida the turtle's head, well, under the head of this turtle, y'all understand, y'all. I'm sitting here looking at this damn ocean, right, and I see how wide it is. People out having a good time, enjoying themselves, fishing. You know what I'm saying? What I like to see, they doing their thing. They fishing. You see women out on the water, paddle boating and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, they enjoying themselves. They're having a good time, as they should. But I'm looking at the fucking massive, just this view alone, from one side to the other side of this bay. Man, that shit got to be like 3-4 miles. And if we had a turtle just that big alone, yet alone the size of the whole damn country, y'all, the whole country, I don't think we understand how big this turtle is that we live on. This is a massive fucking turtle, man. This is a big, big turtle. It's a big turtle, man. Huge. But if we can get under the head, which is down there by Miami, then the fish tank must not be. Oh yeah, he did catch one too. He caught a fish. Good, that's what's up. He doing his thing, man. Oh, he did catch one. Oh shit, it's a beautiful one too. Look, silver. Let me show y'all the view, because I know y'all probably want to see, like, man, what the hell is nigga looking at? Let me show y'all real quick. Open my book bag. Dude out there fishing, enjoying himself. He caught a beautiful fish. I can see it, man. It's silver. That's what's up. But yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, I just got out of the water, by the way. That's probably why. And I look higher than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm swimming in the water a little bit. I was in there for maybe like an hour. I tried not to stay too long. I was gonna stay like all day in there. I'm grounding right now though. I got my shoes off and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just bare feet. I'll show y'all that real quick too. Y'all see I'm grounding. Got my shoes off. I'm barefooted. Yeah, it's good to. Well, can't really say too much because Satan's children are listening. Before I get back on topic, you know, they jealous of God's children, and it's real. First, I thought, I used to think that shit was fake, but that shit real, y'all. It's really real. It's something about this fish tank that we live in that our thoughts are connected. But before I get back to this topic, let's get back to the turtle. Under the head of the turtle, where that thing is glowing, whatever it is, a piece of heaven, is what we can call it, which is worth more than gold. It's worth way more than gold because it fell from heaven. Literally fell from heaven and smacked the shit out of the turtle shell. And that beast is worth more than gold as well. That's in the Gulf of Mexico. If we can see what the fuck it looked like, you know, if you could cut a piece off of it, you know, if you could cut like a piece of its fur, something off of it, if it had fur, if it got scales or what, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I picture that the beast. There's this fish, and this fish, it's like an armor-plated fish, right? You probably see the commercial or advertising when people catch it, they try and chop their head off or cut them, hit them in the head with a knife, and it just sound like you hitting metal on metal. Has the scales, is tough like metal. And you hit him in the head, that bitch go bing. You know what I'm saying? It won't even do nothing. So that those that kind of lost train of thought, but anyway, let's get back on topic. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, in the under that, well, the beast is what I'm trying to say. Probably got scales like that fish. It's probably tough, really, really tough. Like a armor, like armor, right? But anyway, you probably need a 50 cal to penetrate that motherfucker. But anyway, all right. If you go deep enough, whatever that is glowing, okay, we already know that's probably priceless. It's worth more than gold and all that shit. It's still glowing down there. It's like a piece of diamond fell out of the sky and smacked, the turtle. But the fish tank shouldn't be that, well, maybe it is that deep. Because we know that Florida is indeed the neck and head of a massive damn turtle. I mean, a big fucking turtle, man. Huge turtle. So if they got a submarine and went down deep enough under the head, deep enough, we probably would be that much closer to the fish tank that we live in. Probably hit glass down there or something. But they can't develop nothing to go that deep, is what I heard. Because it's too deep. With all these billionaires, and we're supposed to be the richest country in the world, and the list goes on and on and on, but we still can't develop unmanned submarine to go to the bottom of the ocean, the very bottom, and try to dig and see what kind of fish tank we in. Throw some damn C4 down there or something. Try to blow everything out of the way and keep going. Because you couldn't drill that long. It'd be too deep. You would need a drill, probably the like 100 feet. Maybe 100 feet, 100,000 miles to be able to drill. But anyway, so I say shrink the sea if we can shrink it, because that's the only way we're going to be able to see what's in the bottom of the fish tank. That's the only way. But I just want to see what's in it, man, because this is weird. Like, it's not weird, but it's weird. I mean, not weird, but yeah, I guess weird is what I'm trying to say. The world that we live in. We live on a big turtle, yo. A huge damn dead turtle. Massive turtle. And there's a dragon in the ocean. And there's a beast in the Gulf of Mexico. And they're still alive. How's that for history, goddammit? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, yo. That's crazy as hell. And we got a lot to learn. So we probably was here to, well, the Heavenly Father probably threw those things in this fish tank. I don't know if I should say it like this, but I might seem crazy. But I'm gonna say it anyway. Alright, so it's like this. I think, well, if I should say I think, I don't know how that sounds. I think. Well, let's just say, yeah. Yeah, I'll say I think. I like that. I think that, okay, because back in the days, remember, long before we invented weapons, We used to be like sorcerers. Before we invented weapons, we used to fight like Dragon Ball Z. You know, before the white man ruled the world, the black man ruled it first. We was already rulers of the world. The Heavenly Father already allowed us to rule the world before. Not us specifically, but our ancestors. They were all, everything was all black. The world was dominated by black. So the Heavenly Father already know what it's like watching a world that's dominated by us, by blacks. So we are basically living his thoughts. Because you would say, oh, what was that, a drone? Yeah, that's a drone. Because we're basically living the Heavenly Father's thoughts, because that's why he allowed the whites to rule the world now, because he want to see what it'll be like under their rule, under their ruling, which he already know because he's the Heavenly Father. But he watches things play out from time to time. It's like his training. It's like training to him, right? He already knows what's going to happen, but he put it in and let it play just to sit back and watch and see what happens regardless. And he's just watching. You know, same as he did us when we were in power as black people. So they're in power because of him for a certain period of time until he decides he's had enough. But I say that to say this. We used to fight like Dragon Ball Z and them, like cartoon people, right? We can use the wind. We could control the wind. Ashy hands from the water. We could control the wind. We could control the water. We could control not the entire earth. I don't think anyone's powerful enough. So our brother Moses was pretty powerful. He parted the Red Sea. And we have people right now today, they can't part the sea, but they can make the water bend a hell of a lot. I'm talking about in ways you wouldn't even imagine. But they can't part the sea. It's their chi is not strong enough, and they're not big enough. You got to remember, they were giants before we came. We the little people, you know. It was huge. Yeah. You know, Noah and all them boys were tall. They had to be giants, you know. Yeah. So, you know, you used to fight with your mind, use lightning, you know what I'm saying? Meteorites. It was a serious weapon. So I know y'all probably think, what this nigga talking about? But I'm trying to choose words carefully at the same time, but I'm getting somewhere if you follow me, right? So check this out. So from there, we should use like meteorites. And speaking of meteorites, right? Our phone give us I just had 2 yarns in the yarn. What the fuck? Our phones give us notifications when there's like an Amber Alert, right? Or somebody kidnapped or something, right? Missing. They need to start giving us alerts on updates on meteorites as well, because that's very important. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's not like somebody flying an airplane and throwing something out on you or something, you know, but like actual meteorites, they give updates on them. You know, like your phone go to beeping, you know, meteorite is blah blah blah, something, you know, it'll be okay, don't worry, or yeah, it's coming, it's gonna hit Earth, yeah, it's better, you know. But I'm quite sure they'll be on top of that. But what I'm saying that I'm saying that because sometimes people might be out and about having fun, like, fishing and shit like that, and they might not have a TV on them to watch the news. And then that's when the phone can come in handy. Let them know about outer space news, shit that's happening in outer space. But anyway, so people used to could fight like that. All that shit. And play like that as well, train like that as well. So I say that to say this: maybe, just maybe, the Heavenly Father put that dragon. Shit. 2 yarns again. I just yawned. When I end, I had to yawn again. What the hell? Alright, so maybe the Heavenly Father put the what you call that? Put the dragon in this fish tank with the beast to see if we can kill it, if we can conquer it, make him proud or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Right? And I did talk to the Heavenly Father about both the dragon and the beast, but I don't remember much of nothing he said. I don't remember nothing. My mind is just blank, y'all. Seriously. I know he told me one of them was resting. I think it's the dragon. He said is resting. But so I guess what I'm saying is, I guess he put us in this fish tank, or put them. I guess Moses them couldn't do it, right? Because Moses parted the Red Sea with his power, and you heard about the rock being struck and water came out. That's power, that thick ass rock. With all the power them Bible boys had, well, they did a hell of a job, because they did manage to kill one of the Leviathans, one of the what it is, dragons. I think it's 1,100 miles long. Damn, this land, it was a land dragon. I think it was a dragon. That motherfucker was 1,000. 1,000. Yo, he was 1,100 miles long. Not feet, miles. A fucking dragon, 1,100 miles long. And they cut his throat. And Bible boys wasn't no joke. They wasn't nothing to fuck with, seriously. Our brothers wasn't no joke. They was no joke. They wasn't nothing to fuck with. They slit his throat. And motherfucker's still in Africa right now, dead. I'm telling you, I'm not joking. He's still in Africa right now, dead, with his throat cut. From our brothers from the Bible. They ain't fuck around. They got down when it came to get down. Battling these beasts, dragons and shit. They wasn't playing. They was gangsters. But so that might be our task, or maybe the generation after us, because we probably be long and dead before that dragon awaken. But think about it: a fucking dragon, land dragon, 1,100 miles long. Miles. That's a fucking big lizard, and he got his throat slit. In motherfucking Africa right now with his throat slit, laid out from one of our Bible brothers. And they supposedly now finding all these big knives and stuff. And they talking about who built the pyramids and all that. Who the fuck you think? It wasn't us. It wasn't this generation. You heard about the Holy Bible. You heard about Daniel and Noah and all them boys. and Moses. They were black people. That was them who built all that stuff. The advanced civilization. It was all them. And the one in Antarctica too. But, before, I guess, God allowed them to be, their time to come to an end. But anyway, so, yeah, and they did a hell of a job. They killed a lot of beasts. I think Leviathan got killed. And I think a couple of people descended up in heaven too. Like when you close with God, right? You don't always have to die to go to heaven. You don't have to give up your body here on earth all the time. There's a lot of people just descended right up, as if like an alien spacecraft came in and put a light on you and took you out. There was some of our brothers who just went straight to heaven with their full body. They didn't have to get murdered, killed, or nothing. Heavenly Father just came to him at a certain location and took him home with him. Whole body, everything. You didn't have to die, get killed, bang, bang, none of that. Nope. Went straight to heaven with God. With the same body they had on earth. Some of our brothers and sisters, well, I don't know about females, but there have been a couple of our brothers from the Bible that went straight to heaven without dying. And they said Jesus went to heaven as well, but he died, but he defeated death. He died, death one-upped him, and then he came back and tied death, because he came back to life, and then the Heavenly Father took him to heaven without him having to die again. But I think the other three brothers that descended to heaven without dying, 3, 4 brothers, I forgot whatever their name was. But anyway, yeah, so you know what? Let me end this video because it's gonna be way too long, y'all, and I don't want that shit to be it's already shit probably like 30 minutes, man. Anyway, catch y'all next video. Stay safe. Peace out.